Check, check. Levels look good. Maybe a little bit high. I'll go down to 62. All right.
I mean, if you think it's a good idea, I don't want you to do anything you're not comfortable.
I did it.
Mad lad over here.
Woo!
Oh man, I'm finding lots of good examples I'd forgotten about.
The image Debbie linked me like 2 hours ago finally loaded in GroupMe. Why does that guy look like he just raided the nearest surplus store? That is amazing. The GTA soldier guy. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like the most ill-fitting uniform I've ever seen. It's amazing. General Dave would never wear that cut. Wait. Are we live right now?
And for warm-up, yeah.
Okay,
you take it down?
No, I didn't know what was going on. The Witcher Facebook page just posted their main Geralt cosplayer, the one that they've hired him to go to like E3 for the Gwen announcement, like the guy who looks like Geralt. He surprised a Witcher fan. I'm trying to see if I don't think she was sick. She just wasn't able to travel. But he like had a sword made for her and like delivered it in person in costume. It's a silver sword. It looks amazing.
I mean, I'm not able to travel to wherever those things are being held. I don't. I'm guessing I'm not in the same way.
Yeah, I feel like there's some intro. Oh, she has multiple how do you say that?
Sclerosis.
Yeah, that's a word and a half. Yeah. Okay. It's so great because he's like driving this like rental car in costume. It's like the interviewer's just filming him. There's Geralt driving down the highway. Oh man. If only I had my own silver sword.
Feel like you do.
I do. Yeah, we're actually going to answer the chat question. Not focus too much on No Man's Sky this week, but it is kind of what got the idea rolling in my head. That actually and Division PTS got me thinking.
Oh yeah, Division PTS.
Because I follow one of the main devs for Division from Massive Ubisoft on Twitter, and so I guess like a behind the scenes thing here. What really got me thinking about the topic was he was posting last week about just how incredibly nervous he was about the patch response. He's like, we're really proud of the work we've been doing, but like it all hinges on the reception to like PTS and the changes. And he's like, I really hope you guys enjoy it, but we put like everything into this. And I was like, it was activate empathy mode right there.
I'm mostly just sitting here stretching and cracking everything.
Workout tonight?
No, just we did one on Monday and on Tuesday because we skipped it on Sunday because we were feeling so fat and bloated from all of the fine living we were doing on Sunday. We went to one brewery for brunch and we went to another one for afternoon snack and sitting and watching a band play. And this was, they were 1 mile away from each other. Then we came home, we ate dinner, and then we went and got ice cream, then came back and ate dinner, and then Joel came over and we watched a movie and he brought Halloween candy from Disney with them and we ate some of that. So
wow.
Yeah, we were all pretty destroyed on Sunday.
It's good times though.
Oh, hey, Debbie. Debbie has posted a picture of your, if you go check GroupMe, picture of what the page looks like. I didn't know we could actually do that preview in the top bar. That's actually really cool. Desert Eagle, you haven't missed anything. We're just warming up. Dave and I got to get these mighty YouTube content creation engines going here. Or not.
It's a Wednesday. There's nothing's getting going right now. It's already been a crazy busy week. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the back up so I don't forget.
Okay.
I didn't want to laugh with our lunch today, like rolling out of the office to get there to meet you. And so like, I'm like working on 10 projects at once, and we're going to meet about like another one, and I'm like, oh man, this is another great project that I really want to put a bunch of time into. So many good ideas.
Dude, it's so bad right now. The list of games that I really want to make videos about is more than I can possibly do. And Gears of War comes out the day before I go to Oregon, and all signs point to that being a really fun video to make. And when I get back is Battlefield 4, which is another game that I can't skip the video for that one.
Oh man.
Right. Guess what comes out Friday?
Is that Mafia
3?
Yeah. I gotta forget about it. I have to. I just can't.
Yeah.
I cannot even.
That's the sad part, is I just gotta say no.
I don't think I'd sent you this yet, but last week I made a list of current series that I'm producing on like YouTube to just keep track of it, because I realized I've forgotten some series in the last few months on and off. Yeah, there's a few different tiers of Fallout stuff. There's settlement tours, which only come after I finish a big settlement. There's Let's Build series, where I work on like live builds. There's Arma 3 missions, making them, testing them, recording them, editing them, and putting them live. That's like a whole big production. There's my Far Harbor Let's Play, which I recorded the last of on Sunday. There's Joel and I's Gwent PvP series, which is very important to my heart. There's my Witcher Blood and Wine Let's Play. There's Total War Attila with you and me. There's the Backyard Battlefield series, which is kind of, that's long term, but still.
Yeah.
I am planning the next Total War series, like full on Total War series, for just me. But that's
Aww.
That's just me. Unless you want to install some crazy Empire mod and try to get that multiplayer working.
I mostly just want to finish this one, if I'm being honest.
We've got 26 episodes. That's pretty impressive.
I know, but I feel like this one's going to go to 40.
And then with Battlefield coming out, I'm doing a bit of Battlefield content on and off. I have a few ideas I want to hit. So Battlefield's going to be coming back a bit. I still have like a folder full of GTA content that is gold. Like this is like 2 more episodes of GTA that I want to go through at some point. And I had so much fun playing DayZ after the last patch. I can't wait to go back to DayZ and just spend like some serious evenings just surviving again. So I think that's the end of the list. I made it the list, and it's 12 different series basically. Like some are very sporadic like DayZ, but I was just like, holy crap, I really enjoy a lot of things.
I keep getting people asking me to do series on, or some videos on the actual different graphic settings that we're always talking about in videos, like what the heck does all this stuff mean? And so I've started recording stuff for a Riva Tuner statistics server video, because it's a very poorly named app with a confusing interface that is one of the most useful things I've ever discovered for PC gaming. And wait till you see my frame time graphs, bruh. Wait till you see these graphs. No, the difference between
I was gonna say it sarcastically, but I was like, no, I want to see those.
Now, of course, they're gonna have to be blown up way bigger because the window is this big, so I've got to have to blow up something that's 250 pixels wide. It's gonna look a little fuzzy. But the difference between like VSync as your only frame rate cap and VSync plus Riva Tuner is nuts. And like, I don't exactly have low end hardware, and I have an i7, which you don't need for games, and I have a TI, and it still was making a significant difference in frame timing.
Man.
So it's kind of cool. But then I was like, oh, I got to do a second video about frame timing. Like, what the heck is frame timing? Why does that matter? Then I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, I should do a video about this. Oh, I should do a video about this. And I just looked at the stack of Potato Masher games I still haven't got to. And we're got to start a new Forza Face Off series. And I've got like 4 Arma missions I want to edit and upload. And I'm like, ugh. And of course, there's the whole second channel bit.
Oh, I remember. I remember that part. I can't go into detail here, but I've been working like side stuff this week on the edit for what we filmed Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I am really proud of how this is turning out. Like, you guys, I wasn't sure when we were out there because I just had like a loose outline of what we were going to be filming, but I just gave Joel the reins and just ordered you around, and it's gonna be amazing.
Awesome. Excited to see it.
Joel was asking today like what I was aiming for time wise. I said I was aiming for 7 or 8 minutes, but like even with my new kind of like restrictive editing for this series, keeping things super vague here, it's definitely going to be probably a 10-minute plus video, but it's going to be like move so fast. Like it's going to be like actual content because there's so much that I can break up the editing really nicely.
Nice.
So it's going to be really cool. So secret projects possibly going live next week, end of next week. We'll see.
Nice.
It's like I told Joel, like I had the idea and I knew that all I needed was like a rough outline. I just make sure Joel's got the camera. And I was like, just work those magic fingers and do whatever you do. It's gonna be awesome. I feel you, Lanky. I definitely got a 1 hour power nap like 2 hours ago. I feel pretty good actually.
What are these naps that everyone talks about?
It's the part where you're like, hey, this is the hour of sleep I should have added on to last night, but I'm going to add it on to the end of today.
I've been going to sleep a little bit earlier some nights because I just realized like I am actually becoming less productive past a certain point in the evening. I was like, what if I just went to sleep there and tried to get the productivity back the next morning? And it is working.
Nice.
Just going to sleep at the right time isn't working.
Yeah,
well.
like I've shifted my schedule. The coffee's going to kick in at some point here. I've shifted. Yeah, I mean, just schedule's been shifted. Unlike my coffee.
Yes.
Let me just. Yeah, do an earlier one. And I'm actually getting used to getting up earlier, but it's difficult because even getting up earlier, I can that night stay up late without even thinking about it if I'm not careful. Like I'm just a night owl. Like I just.
Yeah, well, remember last we used to be up to like 2 o'clock was totally normal, just working on stuff. I'm so glad I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's not anymore. Never, ever.
All right, let's get this thing going then. I think we're done complaining. Nobody in chat cares. Let's complain about our super privileged lives here.
Let's do it.
All right. So you're just gonna base your time codes off of your audio track, right?
Yep, and I'll mark when we begin.
I'll do it. All right, sounds good. I guess I don't really need you to count anything down then. So to be clear, we are now going live for the warm-up when this sentence finishes.
Boy, if that goes live, that'll sound suspicious.
All right. No, I clicked the button after this.
Okay.
Well, but I mean before this.
Oh no, we're live.
Man.
I'll second that. I came home and brewed like a little 4-cup pot of the Black Rifle coffee, like the super caffeinated stuff, where I don't think it actually smells good. It tastes good once you fix it, but like the grounds don't smell good. It's so strong.
It tastes good in your blood, just not in your mouth.
Something like that. I put a lot of cream in it, a lot of sugar, but does the trick. Ugh.
So I haven't drank like any LaCroix in a week.
I didn't have any in a week either. It was not being offered.
It was not offered.
I mean, I just say what
yeah.
people weren't advertising it.
Yeah, I didn't have any just because I haven't felt good, and it's like for some reason just having any kind of carbonation, any kind of bubbles just didn't sound good at all, and it made me sad.
So now you're sick and sad.
No bubbles worked. All the bubbles were bad.
Where are we live?
On our channel.
Oh, okay. I don't see it.
Yeah, it says it's starting. Wonder if we're getting squashed out by debate traffic. We'll just let it go for minutes. That's what the warm-up's for. Yeah, it says it's starting the stream, and I'm streaming fine on my end, but it still says stream is offline in the thing. So we'll see what happens in a minute or two.
Oh, I thought warm up was for finishing our document.
That's what it secretly's for, Dave.
Secretly? Oh, I haven't picked up on it? Oh, okay. No, you
You're
guys...
just frantically typing in.
You guys are just pulling the wool over my eyes every week.
I stayed late 5 minutes to work to put my news into the document, and then I was like, wait, I got this news, this news. I was like, oh, I got like 4 things of news. I'm ahead of the curve. It's like 3 hours to go.
So much news. Have you bought Battlefield 1 yet, Jeremiah?
No. Oh, I need to do that. Amazon.com.
Green Man Gaming?
Amazon. Definitely not stolen.
Oh, wait. You can't play tonight, can you?
I have Origin access. Already had it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Nice.
But like, do you have it installed?
No, I do need to do that. But it'll take
It takes 2 hours, about. It's 40 gigs.
It'll download quicker on mine. I can't download it during the podcast, I don't think. We'll see what happens. I'm resuming.
What's
You're
your
bringing this on
down?
yourself?
Here it comes.
Up
What's
to
your
100,
downstream?
up to 150 down.
What?
No. That's peak. That is peak. It does not get 150 down.
Well, so that's peak. Origin's peak is 250 down.
Yeah.
They don't care if you're connected to modem like 56K.
Origin's peak is buckle up, buttercup. Origin's here.
You hit the download button, little Origin just icon pops up. I brought the lube for your connection.
Let's get you in the game.
Seriously, I would love to know more about their network stuff, like what the crap they're doing over there. What dark magic. Every time you click download, there's like a special Origin employee that comes, like connects like a giant power internet cable to your house. Oh, it's downloading everything.
Oh, so speaking of Origin, I hope we're live for this because I actually want to talk about it.
Oh, I think yeah, we are live now. Cool,
Nice.
It's working.
The new interface is very enjoyable. I like it a lot. It's a little laggy. Like when you first sign in, the game library button takes like a few seconds to appear, which is always concerning. But there's lots of like dynamic stuff going on now. It had a constant countdown of my trial time. So like I would log into Origin and have like an orange bar, like a nice looking button across the top of my library that said, "Hey, you got 4 hours left for the Battlefield trial. Have fun." And then it would be like, "Hey, you only got 30 minutes left. Make sure you save your progress." And then on Monday, it had like a little countdown going like, "Hey, Evil Viking 13, only so-and-so hours until Battlefield launches." And then when it unlocked, it said, "I hope you're ready to play some Battlefield because Battlefield is ready for you," or something like that. It was kind of fun. I was like, all right.
You just gonna do the podcast wearing that tonight, Joel?
Nerd.
Could you
Apparently, if you have it connected with a PS4, you can connect your PC like screen
and do it
into
in theater mode?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you just do the theater mode. I mean, you could just put our Skype window like into the VR goggles and just sit there. Does it make it better? I don't know.
But I'm immersed.
Dave, I want us to get us together in the next like week before the PSVR review cast, and I want to film us playing PSVR. But I want to film you because you haven't played with it yet. I want to film you the first time you put it on and try it.
Better get some sleep first so I don't pass out / puke.
I mean, no, I don't want to like. I'm not saying I want to make you play like one of the. I'm not trying to mess you up and film it. I just want.
I want
you
to
actually.
though. I want to try it.
No, I want you to actually try it. But I'm not gonna be like, let's put him straight into the shark one. Let's put him in
we'll
the
start
ocean.
you guys out on easy ones.
Ooh, underwater and VR. This will be good. Two of my favorite things.
We'll put your feet. We'll just put them in a bucket of cold water, and then when the shark comes up, we'll touch you.
Did you guys see? I think it was North Carolina this week where a shark busted through a shark cage.
No.
No.
Let me find the link. Stand by.
Did the person make it?
Yeah,
they pulled the cage out of the water, but it definitely like smashed into it.
I would want a quick. I would want like a way to quick pull it out of the water. Like I want there to be one button they hit where like it doesn't matter if you're gonna get the bends or whatever. Yeah, it just sucks it straight out of the water.
Yeah, it's like a nuclear, missile. It just goes.
The cage comes out of the water, and then like 2 depth charge launchers just go like doop 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 doop, just to make sure, like, cover your retreat. Oh man, I can't find the link now, but yeah, I believe it was North Carolina had busted through a shark cage.
Oh man. Sounds like a blast.
One second, I'll be right back.
Ooh, I just thought of actually a really cool VR game, Dave. Because there was a couple, game modes where you just, you're standing behind various cover and you're just shooting with guns and stuff. How about a home invasion game? It's just randomized. That would be really cool.
That could actually be useful, yeah.
Yeah, that could be really cool. Like you just like you don't know when it's gonna happen, and you like, I don't know, like it starts you off and like it changes the various shapes of the rooms and like where you sleep. So you like wake up, hear something, got to get to your gun, or that'd be kind of actually pretty cool.
You could also add malfunction training to that too, where there's like a 10% chance that like the magazine fails. You gotta like change mags quick, or like you get like a dead fire where you have to
Or it could
cycle
not,
around.
it might not even be like a burglar too. Like what if it was something like, it could be like another family member or something like that.
It's like a
That could be
firefighter
really
in the
cool.
window.
Oh, yeah. That'd be actually kind of cool. You're like, oh crap, should I shoot? Oh, dang it, killed another firefighter. Dang it.
It's like firefighter, cop, newspaper boy. It's like family member. Ooh, home invader, cop, firefighter, gang of criminals. Whoa, it's like 30 of them. Like 2 vans pull up outside. Like, ah. That could be a lot of fun. Oh, man.
I played some more single player Battlefield.
I did too, actually. I want to talk about it later, though. Let's talk about it now. Wait, Jeremiah's gone. Let's just let's talk about how great the game is that he hasn't played yet. Oh, he's back. Shh. Secrets.
So does it seem like it's not messing up with the download running right now?
No, you're good.
Dave, so if I download the trial and then I buy the game, or like when I add the code in from the physical...
Seamless transition. You're preloaded, good to go.
So Joel, have I told you about the latest wiggle with the Amazon Prime pre-order thing? Or actually, you can buy games through Amazon Prime up to 2 weeks after release for $48. Oh, excuse me, $48.
Oh, cool.
Which is really awesome. Like, and that's a good way to not pre-order, because like if you like it, the reviews come out, you can have it the next day for $12 cheaper than going to Best Buy and getting it, or going to GameStop and getting it, which is really sweet. And it's an incentive to pre-order.
Amazon must be paying out of their pocket the extra amount to get it to cheaper.
No, they're cutting into their.
I mean, like yeah,
they're just cutting into their profit margin.
Profit. I mean, yeah.
But anyway, so with Battlefield 1, it has to be the physical game. You can't buy the digital version for cheaper, because then people would just resell them. Because you can only buy 1 copy of each game per account, which makes sense. But the Battlefield 1 PC box copy doesn't have discs in it. It just has a download code. So I'm literally...
What a waste.
I'm buying a box that's going to be mailed to my house so I can put a code into Origin, and then it's going to go, oh, this game you've already downloaded? Yeah, you own it now. Good job.
Can I have the box?
Yes, Dave, you can have the box.
That's all I ever wanted. Collectibles.
Somebody please screenshot Dave's face looking up like that. All I've ever wanted.
I actually considered, I think it's cool that DICE did this. They have the Battlefield 1 Collector's Edition that's just the collector stuff. So if you've bought a digital copy, you can just get that. I'm not big on statues for the most part, and I don't think... I saw some not in-game, some real life images of the statue, and it's not bad quality, but it's kind of plasticky looking, and there's like there's no art book. That was the big hit for me. I love art books, and a collector set without one is just not the same. And it has like a couple patches, like a lighter little poster thing, like a little pigeon messenger. I was like, it's like $120, and I think a big part of that's that statue, and I was like, without the statue, it's just
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Plus, I just bought an actual World War I rifle. I can just hang that on the shelf.
Until it sells, right, Dave?
Till it sells, yep. I was actually thinking about that today. I was like, I think that's probably the cheapest straight pull bolt rifle you could find out there, because it's surplus. There's not many of them that are straight pull bolt. I think if it was cheaper to fire, I'd be more tempted to actually keep it, because I think it's a fun gun. The action's fun, but at 90 cents a round, like how often am I actually going to take it out and shoot it?
I mean, the Carcano, we don't, just because it's hard to get the ammo. Like, you have to buy it online.
Yeah, that's the same thing for the M95.
It's just inconvenient.
Yep.
And anytime you want to shoot one from that era, if you ever like get the hankering to, I can bring the Carcano over if you want to buy a box of ammo and shoot it. Like, other than the bolt tilting on that, the guns are very, very similar.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Well, I mean, I think the straight pull action, once I got used to it, I was looking back at the GoPro footage of like the running gun that we did out there. And like, for not being experienced with the gun, like that was some smooth shooting. I think I only hit 3 out of the 5. But action-wise, like I was cycling it without even thinking about it. Like I would shoot, look off the sights at my target and start moving, and I would just cycle like without even thinking about it. Which is probably why I still have like a bruise on the bone right here on my knuckle. Yeah, like I might need to go to the doctor and have him look at that.
Oh,
Like-
speaking of, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
I broke guys on vacation. I went and got a therapeutic massage.
Ooh.
I paid a small woman to walk on me for an hour. She wasn't heavy enough. I signed up for deep tissue, and she asked, like, you got to tell me if it's bad pain or something. I was like, okay. And the whole time I was like, get in there. Find the evil.
There's like a whole troop of people on your back just jumping. Everyone jump at once. He might feel it.
they brought a platoon in from boot camp and just marched across his back, never felt a thing.
But Joel, I want to give you credit. Your little 2-minute shoulder rub you gave me while we were out shooting actually did help a ton for like the next couple days.
Oh, nice.
But she got in there, found a bunch of problems in my shoulder, along with, in my legs and in my back. I just have tightness and stuff from lifting and then having a relatively sedentary job. Like, I need to start doing yoga or something so I'm getting the muscles stretched out more than I am.
That makes sense.
But yeah, so it's not 100% better. It actually still hurts, but it's only at the very, very limits now. And it's getting a little bit better each day. So
Do
I
you
think
do
it's
a lot of stretching before you work out?
I do like dynamic stretching. I don't do static stretching. So I do the first couple reps at really light weights, and then I do like a lot of squat stretches and stuff. But I mean, that wasn't the reason my neck got messed up this time. That's just what I should have done afterwards. Like when my neck got messed up, it was because I'd done a really heavy deadlift session and I was wiped. So I was doing pull-ups, which are much lighter. Like it was a lot easier on me, but I should have stopped after deadlifts. And I changed my form for pull-ups, and I just was too tired to hold myself in the right form. And that's when I just pulled wrong. Like it was just one of those things. But I'm doing a lot. It's doing a lot better now. It's still not 100%, but it's getting a lot better. Cause I was having trouble sleeping some of the nights.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It was just getting
Well, next
worse.
time I'm over, I'll give you another back massage.
Back massage. Oh, I thought it was just a shoulder rub. Okay. I've been having this gluteus maximus problem.
Go on.
No, but I think if I can get over my stubbornness, I might try to go like maybe once every like 3 or 4 months and just get a tune up, because I think it'll help with exercise and everything. And I'm looking on like developing like a 10-minute yoga thing I can do in the mornings.
I should take you. I should pay for your first visit to the chiropractor I go to. Seriously, when I was so damaged. I mean, it's not gonna hurt you. That's the thing. It's not gonna hurt you. You can at least try it.
Here's the so funny story. I went to a chiropractor when I tore my rotator cuff.
Could they not like snap? They're like, oh, can't do it.
No, they popped my ribs. Like I had some. Oh yeah, I've got another rib out. But I had like 3 ribs out when I. That's not that uncommon, Dave. Like it's not like broken. It's like just a little bit. Anyway. But they popped all those back in. They would pop my shoulder. They would do a bunch of other things, but it wasn't getting better. And then I went to one visit, and they had me hold a bottle of a certain type of pills, and then held it to my chest, and then was testing my arm and started talking about my aura. And I was like, "Oh no,
no, not that kind. This one helps you with stretches and stuff."
Here's the thing: this lady had been helping my grandmother for years. It helped my mom for years, like totally normal up until this one day. Like apparently the crazy had just been hiding beneath the surface, and then she started talking about my aura and how like things were messed up. And I was like, "Oh no, get out!" But
help me fix the aura.
I'm not opposed to chiropractors in general.
Well, here's something interesting. Well, here's just kind of crazy. The last time I went, because Joy had been going to one for a while, because she had some back trouble for about a good year and a half. But she's like all better now. She's been doing a lot of new stretches. She went once a month for like probably a year, but then after that, she goes like maybe I think every 6 months, just to check up and everything, which is good. But after I recently hurt like my back like really bad, or I couldn't move at all for 4 days. You came over that one day, which I appreciate. Anyway, so I went to the chiropractor, and he was just doing some tests and stuff like that. Well, it was this I thought was pretty amazing. I was like, holy crap! How does he know? He's like you sleep. He's like, you sleep like this, don't you? And I was like, yeah, like exactly like that. He's like, basically I sleep on my side, and so my right, if I'm gonna turn on my left side, my right leg is kind of extended farther over on the bed, like with one leg up, almost like in a running position in a way, with my knee kind of out. And he said doing that, you get like, if you do that a lot, that like one side of the leg muscles get stretched and the other doesn't. And so what happened basically when I ran up the steps, I pulled the opposite side because the other side was, and it was just crazy that like he knew exactly. He's like, yeah, I've seen that before. He's like, and then I've just been doing this certain stretches he's been telling me to do, and I'm like, I have not had a problem since. So, maybe it doesn't work for everybody, or depending on what it's.
Oh no!
I was like, whoa, that was awesome.
I don't have a problem.
Thank you.
I don't have a problem with chiropractors, but chiropractors are one of those professions that is a bit less regulated, and being a chiropractor is a bit like being a which one? Nutritionist. I think a dietitian is the real one. A nutritionist is the made up term that anybody can be, like personal trainer. Like it's not like being doctor where like there's a thing.
Just imagine someone walks in like, it just gives you an ocular pat down like, you're good. It's like, did you? Oh, I did. I checked.
The massage therapist, she figured out that I favor my left leg when I squat. Could just tell by like just the way the muscle was in it and stuff.
Sherlock Holmes.
And I figured out another thing. I always, my right foot cocks out to the side more when I squat, and it doesn't feel right on the floor. Like my foot position it never feels right. And even when I have both my feet exactly like the same, my right foot doesn't feel quite the same. I still squat totally fine. I just have to move it around a little bit more. And I figured it out. It's because when I drive, I can't usually have my feet straight up and down, like on pedals. So I put my heel in front of the brake pedal, and I drop my right foot, like I drop my toes all the way to the side. So sometimes I'm driving with my foot at like a 45-degree angle, so I can hit both pedals and like do heel toe and stuff, like heel toe downshifting and whatever. I'm not very good at that, but
well, you're not meaning like here's two pedals, you put your foot across like this and you go like this. Like gas brake.
No. My heel is in front of the brake, like you're pressing the brake, and then I just lean my foot all the way over to hit gas, which is what I've normally done, which means that I've driven for hundreds of hours with my toes off to the side. That actually is a thing though, Joel. Some people, and I can't do this because my feet are too long to twist the other way. Or actually usually I'm just too big, it doesn't work. But a heel toe downshift would be like you're braking and you need a downshift, but you want to get the engine revs up to match the engine RPMs you want to be at to do a smooth downshift. Like this is if you're racing. This isn't that'd be for like a double clutch downshift when you're racing, not something you need to do in the street. But people will brake with their toes of their right foot on the brake pedal and then twist to the side and use their right heel to stab the gas really fast.
Oh, wow.
To get your RPMs up so you can hit both pedals at the same time while modulating them separately. And then other people like put an extension on their gas pedal so they can just have their foot hit both at the same time.
That's pretty cool.
Is Dave listening to this and being interested, or is he looking at something else? Because you're making faces
I was listening, but I also was doing some quick research because I was curious. It's gun stuff. Surprise, surprise. There actually aren't that many straight pull rifles out there at all. They're almost all surplus. I was curious.
Remember 10 minutes ago? Dave does.
I did some digging, and the list is not very long.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. What other one? Like, are there any others we'd know? Because I don't feel like I can name another.
M1895 Lee Navy. It looks just like the Austrian M95. There's one that's very popular in Europe, apparently, current day. The Blazer R93, it's a hunting rifle. That one's pretty common, but like they're all surplus, like turn of the century stuff for the most part. Model K31 Swiss. That one's pretty cool. What I was looking for is like a straight pull bolt rifle that has a more common cartridge and the closest I've gotten was 7mm surplus. Because I like the action a lot, but again, like almost $1 per round. That's not good.
Not that cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to like look at, but you could also shoot your AR or a 22.
Yeah, so for every round through the M95, I could shoot roughly 3 rounds through the AR-15.
And how many rounds through the 22?
Woo! 9, maybe 10.
Back to plinking. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh yeah, Joel.
BB guns are starting to get real economical.
Joel shooting that
Takes a
steel
long time to
gauntlet.
kill anybody, though. Hold still now. You gotta pump it up.
Not if you go through the eye socket.
That's right. Please don't perform this at home, children.
Oh, he's growing up. He felt the need to add that afterwards.
Don't aim for the eye socket, kids.
No, actually, that's
Yeah,
where that's where the
back in
reset
like 2
button
seconds. I'm just gonna
is
turn
for
the air
people.
down a little bit. It's a little
Okay.
warm up here.
But Dave, but that's where the reset button is for people. It's behind your eye. You don't actually have to pull your eye out. You can just get your finger in around the eyeball and travel back around to the back. And there's a little nerve. You just push on it. You can like reboot.
That seems inefficient, but I'll take your word for it. Ooh, speaking of inefficient, one quick rant for today. For the last 2 months, I've been trying to install drivers for my Intuos 3 Wacom.
At work
2
or
months
at home?
now. Both actually. I have one at work and one at home. The same model actually. I mean, one of them belongs to work, obviously, but drivers are awful. I was telling Joel today, I was going through like 10 different driver versions, and they're the only drivers that I've seen in like 5 or 6 years that require a restart every time you do anything with them. Uninstall them, restart. Install them, restart. Update, restart. Change the profile, restart. Even creative sound card drivers don't require that anymore. That's saying something. But I actually got the tablet working today for the first time in like a few years, so I was excited. Yeah, man, tablet drivers for a name brand, that's ridiculous. Debbie, I think it is your old one because other people are using a nicer one. Yeah, it's well worn, so yep. Installed now though. Are we
I'm ready
podcasting
whenever you
tonight,
guys are.
guys?
Yeah, you guys want to go and do that?
Yeah.
You feel warm? So you hot? You hot?
Actually, I'm quite warm. My air conditioner is broken and it's stuffy in here. Let's go.
You've said that already, Dave. We're not interested.
It matters to me. It matters a lot.
The primer looks really good in the other room, by the way.
Thanks. I'm gonna actually be painting right after this podcast.
Cool. Wait, I thought we were playing Battlefield 1. Well, we can't right after this podcast. I have to watch future President Trump.
Okay,
in
half hour
the cage
Battlefield
match with whoever the moderator is tonight.
Half hour of Battlefield, then I got a prime again. I'm actually finishing the ceiling tonight, so it can dry along with the edges, so I can put final coat on the walls tomorrow. I got the good like not bare but Glidden good paint plus primer. I've already primed the walls once, so I figured that ought to coat really well.
Cool.
It's gonna be like it's like a gray color with like a slight bit of like shale brown to it, so it should be nice. Good contrast with the white ceiling.
Nice. All right, let me just mute my email real quick. Some business emails pinging around in there. Don't want to hear that. Later. All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Joel, got time codes for us?
I do.
All right. On 3, 1. I want some water.
So that LaCroix going down, and you're like, I
How
want to
is
be
that?
refreshed too.
What
This?
LaCroix is that? It's blackberry something?
Blackberry cucumber, and thankfully I can't taste the cucumber because I don't like cucumber.
Yeah, I mean, I love cucumbers, but I don't think I would enjoy it in a drink. But
Oh, that reminds me, real quick before we start. There's this type of beer called a sour, and they taste sour. I don't like them. But we were eating at a place way out in Bend, and they asked me if like there was a brewery there doing a tasting where they would just come around to your table and offer you like a couple ounces of whatever beer they were showing off. And I had their first one, which is an IPA. IPAs are my favorite. And it was amazing. So they came around with another one. They're like, it's a cucumber sour. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it. And it was so cucumbery, my eyes watered. Like,
Oh, man.
it was barely, it was barely alcoholic, but like it had 4% alcohol. Like it had less than Bold Rock. But the cucumber kick, and cucumber's not like a strong flavored thing.
Oh, that cucumber kick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, wait, what on earth is happening? The cucumber kick was so strong. Like my eyes watered. And like, I don't like sours, but I drank the rest of that.
Sour cucumber.
Yeah. You definitely wouldn't like any sours.
Like, who thought of that?
Well, some people
I've
really like
had kind of like a
sours in general.
sour apple one before. Not a candy one. It was like a homebrew type one. It was more on the bitter soury side. It was not my favorite, but it was not bad. But that's like pickles, like sour cucumber. I don't know. It's like pickle flavored beer. It sounds gross.
It does. I mean, there's just pickle juice for that. All right, anyway, let's get this going. We can make that a casual conversation sometime. You know, I'm sure that's something people.
Pickled beer.
Yeah,
Why you should never drink it.
All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. What's up, you filthy casuals? Really, Joel?
Sorry.
That was great timing.
Okay. All right, we are live. Well,
What?
Are we live or no?
yeah, OBS has been doing this thing where it's like, nah, I don't remember which monitor you said you wanted to stream. Which monitor you say you want to stream? And I'm like, this one. And it's like, all right, cool. I got you, fam. And then next week it's like, yo, which monitor again? I know I said we were all cool to stream, but like, did you meet like which one exactly? And then we'll do this little dance.
I wonder if, kind of like how I'm pretty sure that Joel unplugs all of his peripherals every time he turns his computer off, he just yanks them all out to reset it. I wonder if, Jeremiah, the fact that you're blue screening 4 times a day means anything for
No. I'm blue
computer forgetting
screening
things.
15 times in one evening. And
You're
then
blue
it's-
screening?
And then it's great for a couple weeks. And then it's back to blue screen hell. Yeah, Joel, so unfortunately, you know that when something's going wrong, you always undo the last thing you did that might be causing the problem. I installed a 1 terabyte SSD and Windows 10 in the same day.
Oh no.
And I don't really want to take a gamble on which one's the problem because it'll be fine for weeks. And then one night it's like, you were working? Not our problem. And it blue screens like sometimes literally 30 seconds after it comes back on. And it's a different blue screen every single time. But then like I'll do startup repair, I'll do a restore point or something. And then it's fine for weeks. So I'm like, okay, I guess it was fixed. But like replacing the SSD under warranty would be hard because then I have to transfer everything to some other drive and use temporarily. Like cloning a boot drive of Windows 10 and having it work correctly while not losing any uptime for work purposes is actually like that's not the easiest thing in the world. And then if it's Windows 10, I could wipe that out and be done in a day. But if I don't want to do all that if it's really the SSD that's the problem.
Now, Dave, by unplugging things, I literally unplug one cable.
Is that the one that doesn't work when you come back up?
That's the only thing I
You do.
unplug.
What is that cable, Joel?
Except
What
for
is
my
that
steering
cable?
wheel. Except for the steering wheel.
Answer the question, Joel. What is the cable? I knew it. It's audio
That's it.
related. I knew
That's
it.
I
It's
plug
all
it
your
in.
fault.
It's like
All your
usually I
fault,
plug
Joel.
it in. If I plug it into the same exact USB port, it'll be okay 80% of the time. And then 20%
Joel.
is kind of like, huh?
It's
I don't
literally
know.
your fault.
What's this? It's a cable. Windows is like, oh shit. And it's just like
USB
errors.
devices, their address can change depending on which thing powers on first. So,
Yeah.
unplugging it.
Oh man, Windows is the worst when you with hard drives. It's like restart a computer. It's like we do not detect a thumb drive you had plugged in on the back of your computer. Therefore, rewriting everything or doing corrupting.
No,
like why?
there's a new worst.
Why is that a problem?
The new Shadow Play. I don't know if NVIDIA drivers have been doing this to you guys, but the new one, every like third or fourth time, it used to be every time I booted it up, but then the latest driver sort of fixed it. I boots up and then I'll get like a minute into Windows and then a big like an error message pops up in front of everything, you know, with a little ding noise and goes, NVIDIA GeForce Experience something. There's no disk in the drive, and there's continue, retry, or abort. And I'm like,
What?
there's never been a disk in the drive. We don't use disks for NVIDIA drivers. Like, what do you mean? And then
I am happy to say I've never gotten that one.
I know.
That's
I'm so confused. I'm like, what disk is it looking for? Does it, like, when you're installing off the download from the website, is it creating a virtual disk drive or something? Like, why does it want a disk that I'm not giving it? Like, I'll give it a disk if you'll shut up and give me the old UI back.
You know what it wants, Jeremiah? It just wants anybody to actually install something off of the disk that comes with your video card. Just anybody, please use the disk. Hello?
Dave, have you been following GPU prices?
Only for the 1060,
Dude,
which is dropping like a rock.
It is like 2012 right now, or no, 2013 right now. Like, the sales that are happening every day. In 2013, that's when the 290X came out. I believe it's 2013. The 290X came out, and the 680 also came out. No, 780. The 780 came out, and then the 290X came out and was almost as fast as the 780. And then
I don't see us live on our channel.
we are. Then the 770 came out, and then AMD released the R9 290, which was $200 cheaper than the 290X and like 5% slower, massively undercutting NVIDIA. And then NVIDIA started dropping prices, AMD started dropping prices, and it was like a 6-month free fall. The same thing's happening here. Dude, there was a 3 gigabyte 1060 on sale for $150 something the other day, and there was a RX 480 4 gigabyte for also like $160. And there was a 470 for like 140 after some promos. Like, you have to use promos for all these, but none of them are, or only a few of them are mail-in rebates. Most of them are just Master Pass or something. Like, you can do all in one go. But those video cards I bought the other week are already not great deals. Like, that's how much has changed since then. I'm selling one on eBay, and I might actually lose money.
Oh. Well, you know what that means too, Jeremiah? If we get an actual 6-month free fall, then the 80 series are going to actually be what they were in 2013 price-wise.
Like 450 or 500?
Yeah, NVIDIA, could you not?
Oh, just wait till the 1080 Ti comes out. It's going to be 850, and you're going to be like, well, I guess I have to. Just remember, Dave, I'll be waiting right here to give you a reasonable offer for your 1080.
You won't go for the Ti?
If it's going to be 4 months to try to get one and they're going to be like $800, no. I'll just offer you like $400 for your 1080. Maybe a little more than $400.
I mean, that's
reasonable.
We'll talk.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I will.
Thank you for enabling my habit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really want to upgrade that bad, but like for the right price, I could make that work. But
I'm still so happy that I upgraded for Blood and Wine. Like anything for Geralt, as usual.
As usual.